Howdy.
Pardon.
Hey. The Vigilance is our flagship. Where it goes, fleet run.
Can I help?
I got a
So
question
long.
for you. How many pirates does it take to screw a light bulb?
If you have any questions, save them for Commander Ikonde.
Off right away, or do you need a little bit of time?
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlantis.
Mind if we stop by the waterfall on this trip? I could use a few moments to unwind. Something you need? Not at all. My parents considered themselves to be enlightened, but their lives were so busy they rarely pursued their beliefs. By the time I was old enough to start questioning these things, the idea of following any organized religion was almost an afterthought. It's not that I don't want to believe in anything, it's that my scientific mind is often at odds with my spiritual center. Having been out there, in the starfield, seeing all those magnificent wonders with my own eyes, I need answers, not religious theory. I'm sorry if that disappoints you, but don't worry. While we're on this journey together, I fully intend to respect your religious beliefs. You mean, apart from being the chair of Constellation for the past 5 years? Well, let's see. I pride myself with my aptitude for astrodynamics, calculating optimal trajectories for grav jumping. That's been quite useful in the past. And as far as planetary exploration, my area of expertise is botany. So, don't worry. I won't let you eat anything that might put you in the hospital. Exploration is my entire life. I consider it both a career and recreation. That being said, I will make a confession, but you have to promise to keep it between us. Before I graduated from school, I was in a band. And no, I don't mean the school band. I mean a rock band. We called ourselves Ironic Comet. A ridiculous name, I know. But we were just a bunch of teenagers getting together and having fun. And before you ask, no, I wasn't the lead singer. I actually played the drums. The band never really went anywhere, of course, but those were good times, and I remember them fondly. I hope you got something out of that. Time to go?
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this. Yes, concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance? Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me? Well, thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
It's amazing to think that this tree predates New Atlantis. Can you imagine all the changes it's seen?
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
Oj, förlåt. If you don't have official business, we ask you remain in the lobby.
I'm listening. Bye for now.
there are always about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming.
Private sector. Now that's where the real money's at.
I'm so nervous.
Yeah?
Hello. Never a dull day in the big city. Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything. Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis? Oh boy. I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. Know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new girl? Let me know if there's anything I can get you. Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide. You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me. I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo. I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this?
Surely you're not seriously considering this course of action. The last thing we need is UC security on our backs.
God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense. Like I said, I submitted the usual security release forms. But because my cargo is tied up with a bunch of, again, totally unrelated illegal stuff, I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as their new slogan. New Atlanta Security. Polite, but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, eh? Stop by anytime you'd like to catch up.
Huh. Not used to people coming up to me. The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it? I guess you could say I've always had it. Once you've been all over, like I have, you might find yourself in something like this, too. Yeah, well, I go all over. A little psychological warfare up front tends to make things easier. Retired, actually. From too many lives to count. But I've been all those things, yeah? And a few more. I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants. You'd think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other. No, even without that, it's still winner take all. Of course. That's what makes the reality so tragic. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Hey, if you're looking for a weapon specialist, I could really use the work to pay off some debts. The kind that need to be paid off quickly, or else I'm in big trouble. And if you don't mind, I'd kind of like to keep the details of that to myself. Unless you're agreeing to hire me, of course. Damn. Guess I'll try someone else.
Sarah Morgan! You know, I was just mentioning you to someone.
Oh, not this again, Nissa.
Hey there!
Hi.
You look like the planet-hopping type. Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
I'm just looking out for you.
I'm...
Problem?
A diplomatic visa? You got to be kidding me. Envoys haven't needed diplomatic visas since the colony era.
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help you with? Oh, security impounded a ton of cargo and didn't have storage space for it all, so we're holding on to some of it until they can run inventory. So, you need something, or... Not really sure. Whenever they get through their backlog, I guess. There a reason you're asking? Yeah... I can't really just let you in there. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Okay, that's pretty good. Sorry, but I can't. I'm gonna need you to clear out of here, or else I'll have to call security.
You've got something for me? No, it's fine. Go ahead. Talk to you later.
Hey, try and be careful, okay? Don't want a ship landing on your head. It's really not safe for civilians here.
What? Can't you see I'm dealing with something? I apologize for snapping. No, I'm definitely not all right. I've got work to do at the embassy. And our overly diligent security officer over there won't let me enter the city. Claims I need a diplomatic visa, which I have never needed before in all the time I've visited New Atlantis. Oh, really? And here I am biting your head off. Apologies. I'm just, well, rather flustered. Look, if you have time, could you please go to the Freestar Collective Embassy and speak to a diplomat? They'll know what to do. Thank you. I'll wait here until the embassy sends the cavalry. Not like I have much choice.
Is there a problem? Can I help you? Oh, you heard that? Like I said, he needs a diplomatic visa to enter the city. Not my fault he doesn't know the law. Ignorance is no excuse, you know? I mean, yeah, sure, I could have. And I could say you assaulted me. Because that's what having power is. Now why don't you go take a walk? Can I help you? A what? Oh, heard my talk with a good representative, did you? No, you're fine. That's just a little game I like to play with the Freestar Collective guys. Keeps them on their toes. Make sure they know who's boss here in New Atlantis. You know what I mean? Diplomatic visa. Politicians haven't needed one of those since the Colony War. That everything?
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
Security scanners, chemical sniffers. The United Colonies sure isn't taking any chances.
I am not a stock boy.
I have 3 projects that are backburnered right now because no one has time to help me. 3! Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry. I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in 2 places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous. Coworker of mine on this assignment with me, clearly not taking it seriously. Not really surprising. Most folks are fine with ignoring what goes on down here. We're trying to isolate a power drain, which looks like it's the result of a large amount of power being rerouted through various subsystems. But it's kind of a 2-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes associated with those subsystems and power them down. The other person needs to monitor the system remotely. It's pretty simple, really, and relatively safe. Only a small chance of electrocution. Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need isn't very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there. Everyone's welcome, so long as you keep your hands to yourself. Understand?
Always
causing
nice
trouble
to
in
see
here.
a fresh face around here. You stop in whenever you'd like.
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. Look for it mounted on the wall. When you find it, open it up and flip the big switch. That's it. Great job. So that tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's, and maybe up a story or 2? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
You ever hear that one about the orphan and the platypus? Funny stuff.
Cool another day, another shift.
What? You don't need to wear your helmet in here. You know that, right?
I know your type. A freewheeling space ace. Must be nice.
It's a quaint shop, isn't it? I like it here.
next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so may be a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right? You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. What can I help you with? Bye. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and, maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet.
Best watch your pockets around me. Just saying.
That your ship that landed not too long ago? It sure is something. Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight traffic as it is.
Even in the well, the Trade Authority continues to flourish. Oh, makes you sick, doesn't it?
Okay, hello.
It's cliche, but it's true. Everything has a price. And whatever it may be.
Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of field attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back, and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down. Wow, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met?
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. A doctor?
It's on the tip of my tongue. It's me. That work?
I don't think he'd be okay with that.
That's also my daughter. Are you trusting to babysit the doll? I believe everyone deserves a second chance. Can't find redemption. Just do it somewhere else.
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it. Huh. Your file here just says scoundrel followed by a lot of expletives. Look, whatever trouble you're... Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP, an A and B, B and E,
Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself. Well, not everyone would be, and I appreciate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So, that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain, but if not, then this is where we part ways. So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly? Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything.
This place always surprises me. Je vous demande pardon?
Nothing good comes from the well.
Oh yeah. Even as a kid, I loved mapping the constellations.
Jake's
What do
is
you
a good
want?
place to meet
I'm very
contacts.
busy,
It's
as you
got the
can
right
tell.
amount of booze and the right amount of schmuck.
Are you kidding? Take a look around. You're in the most boring place in the galaxy. Only good thing down here is Kay's house. Best cooking in the settled systems. And let me tell you, I know my food. But I can't even go there anymore because Kay banned me for bad behavior. Me! Can you believe that? What a load of crap! What do you want to know? You with security? Oh yeah? Maybe I'll hide my boot in your ass if you don't quit asking questions. That is, unless you're with security. In which case, I wasn't threatening you, that was just a joke, and no crime's been committed. I'm actually a very nice person. Whatever.
That pilot exam's coming up. I've been studying so hard. I haven't seen the sunset in days. My last night. You want food? Go to Kay's. You want an attitude? Try Jake's. You want to feel empty inside? Get your bags and move in. Seriously though, this place is half doom and all gloom, which is precisely why I'm leaving. Where'd you grow up? A septic tank? It's about the only place worse than this dump. I'm working on it. Taking the UC Vanguard exams. Saving up for my own ship. You know how it works. It's just taking a little longer than I expected. Yeah, but I ain't getting any younger, and every day in the well is like 4 days topside. See ya.
What's with the staring? Yeah, well, newsflash, buddy. I don't like anything about you either. In fact, I dislike you with such conviction that I'm inclined to fight you right now. What do you say we go 10 rounds? Right here, right now. Oh, thank God. I was sick of hearing your voice.
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space or got separated from their home.
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what.
Don't worry. Whatever happens, we're prepared to handle the situation.
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay? Okay, you're probably right. Just need to breathe.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you, I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box? The sooner you find the source of all this, the sooner it can be over.
Got a call someone's power kept going out. Know what it was? A heat leech as long as my leg. Ugh.
provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level.
Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
Jetpack damaged or something?
I appreciate that you've listened to reason. The junction box should be just nearby. Adequately done. Miss Reyes and I have both noted that the next node in this trace is not on any of the current diagrams. We'll have this solved in short order.
She means it's not in the well. It's somewhere on the surface. Which technically means it's not my responsibility.
However,
we agree that we all like to see this through. If you head topside, I'll pull up the diagrams we need.
Supposed to talk to strangers. Sorry. I wish I could go with you on your ship, but I'm not old enough.
Think Deimos Star Yards would hire me? What if I'm gonna be a big...
Uh-huh.
out there a lot, right?
Maybe Zoe really is telling the truth.
Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers. Scum of the galaxy. Robbing, stealing, killing. Even the Crimson Fleet don't trust them.
Honestly, I have no idea. I think that's actually even more concerning, and that's saying something. Does it matter? Sure seems like this is happening one way or another. I don't trust her, but I'll keep an eye on her.
I'm certain she'll appreciate the fact that you're mentoring her through this situation.
Yeah, we'll see. Thanks.
Why exactly are you standing here instead of assisting us? Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on legitimate business, I would be more than happy to help you. If, however, you are here under false pretense, then I'm afraid you'll... So... Then my disclaimer doesn't apply, and I hope we have what you need. Please, let me know if I can assist you further. I thought the name made it rather obvious. We are the authority on trade in the settled systems. Whether it's bulk cargo, specialty items, or individual requests, we make sure things get where they need to go. We have shipping lanes across the settled systems and deal with nearly every major corporation and faction there is. You won't find a better selection or more reasonable prices anywhere. We've been in New Atlantis for a very long time, before most things topside were built. With lots of infrastructure already in place, ample storage, and discreet access to the spaceport, it makes sense to stay. It's had the unintentional, but not unwelcome, side effect of weeding out people who can be timid about doing business. If you need anything else, you know where to find us.
always wondered what the inside of the lodge looks like.
Are you going to apply for the job?
I know I'm qualified, but so are 100 other people. It's too competitive.
Those 100 other... All will say the same. Dreams will always be out of reach for those who refuse to step with them.
If you got anything valuable on you, keep it close. Never know.
Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. What part of it? Fighting poverty and injustice? Coming together to tackle the real problems of the settled systems? Or are you saying atheism doesn't work for you? Look, I get it. There's a lot of strange things out there. But we can't abandon responsibility for ourselves because there's things we can't explain yet. Believing in God is just taking a shortcut to doing the hard work yourself. Figuring out the truth that's right in front of you. Tyrants use God as a cudgel to keep the masses in line. We can't have that. People have to come first. I'm just glad you came around. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the well. A lot of people in need. Take care. We run a number of social programs, from financial aid to food bank. We started as our numbers we don't exactly, but we... Good luck out there. There's a lot of work that needs perfect. It just... Well said. Even when that person is a fellow. As for the job, I need you to pick up. He's recovering from some injuries and needs... I'd like you to pick him up, grab a bite. In one of the poorer districts, near where the children play soccer. Tahir is prideful, and I don't want him to feel like you held his hand. You just nudged him in the right direction. That's touchy. He also blamed, and since he won't accept help from the authority... Great, you'll find him over at the medbay. He's probably hungry, so she should have a meal ready for him to take.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
Just appalled that anyone would do that. In public, no less.
Been up there, huh? Space? Must be cool.
I don't know why UC Security bothers with an office down here when they're clearly not interested in helping these people at all.
We're hiring if you're interested. Ask in the security office.
I used to drink. Then, I met Jake. Now I don't. You might say he saved my life.
I'm not gonna be stuck in this place for long. All I need is a place, and I'll turn it into a brick. You'll see.
All right, Vala, you coming or not? This is the last time I'm gonna offer.
I told them it was
I
a
don't
bad
need your help.
Have you ever met someone home on my own?
Suit yourself. If you get lost or
If you hear some engine noises at the beacon,
They say never hire a man when a machine can do it for free. Down here, people can't afford the machine.
Do you know why this place has stood for so long? I make sure everyone's comfy. I tell it like it is, and I don't take any shit.
So, when did you stop flying the Swan, anyway?
When the cargo became more valuable than the ship.
True. The fleet's got us real busy these days, and we are making good money smuggling all this contraband. But if any time was the right time for a break...
Hey, there's still work to do. I need to check with my contacts at the spaceport and find out what guards are on rotation when we leave port. Then it's back to the key to make sure Delgado gets his cut, and to make sure he hasn't cut us out. I worry sometimes that being in New Atlantis, we're missing out on the big scores. I know that old dog has something big planned. I can feel it.
Sheesh, that is a lot to think about. And here I thought the pirate life was carefree.
Maybe for some people, but that's not how I work.
Well, you feel free to plan our next moves from now to the new year. I'm all about living in the present and being where your feet are.
That's fine. Just make sure to wipe those feet before boarding my ship.
No shortage of hungry mouths to feed around here. Keeps us on our toes. Anything else?
Stay as long as you like. And don't be a stranger.
You know, I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
Pain is killing me. Hey, you wouldn't happen to know where the soccer nets are? My apartment's in the same area. I got a bad case of the brain fog, and I can't seem to remember which way to go. UC Security offered, but I refused. Their help is the reason I'm hurt in the first place. I was arrested a while back for tagging. One of the officers roughed me up pretty bad, and I haven't been the same since. Time to get back to it.
Hello.
didn't sign on for these kind of illegal shenanigans.
Fine. You want a beer? Fine. You want a buddy to talk to, or a therapy session, or whatever? Walk right back out that door. Yeah? All right. First of all, I didn't ask what you thought of it. Second, don't blow smoke up my ass. We both know it ain't nice. All right, then.
If you're hiring, I could really use the work.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know where they got a bad case of the... Really? Is this some sort of scam? Not yet. I'm actually starving, but I think I have some canned goods at home. Really? Doesn't happen too often around here, but maybe you're new. All right, you win. Seeing as I got no one else, might as well roll the dice with a stranger. So, go on, lead the way.
Folks gotta look out for one another. I've got it right here. Is this for you to hear?
Well, I don't have any credits, so...
Then you're good. I already talked to Andy, and this one's on the house.
Thanks, Kay.
You're welcome, kid. It's just good to see you alive and well. You know, there was a time when you'd be in here every night.
Things change, Kay.
I know. Believe me, I know. And I get it's hard to come out here, but just... don't be a stranger, okay?
I'm sorry, I'll try not to.
Good. I'm glad we got that sorted. Here's the soup. Be careful, it's a little hot.
Ah, here we are. Home sweet home.
No, no way.
At the end of the day, home is home, even if it's a bad one. But, thanks for the help. I probably would have found it on my own, but it would have been a chore. Oh, right, the soup from Kay's. Man, it's been a long time since I had a warm meal. You might say that. Before I got hurt, I used to stop by Kay's every night for a soup and a sandwich. It didn't matter how bad my day was, or how empty my pockets were. As long as I had my food and my beer, I'd be good. All that weight would just wash away. And to be honest, I haven't felt that feeling in ages. Until now. So, you doing this for me, it means a lot. Thanks. Likewise. I don't have a lot of connections around here. Not anymore, anyway. I appreciate meeting someone I can call a friend. Thanks.
That was a hell of a jump.
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation. Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs, but I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
Time to get this ship moving.
You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issue. You did, huh? Gotta admit, I was against the sign at first. Felt cheesy, you know? Like we're hiring a dishwasher. But here you are. Can't argue with effectiveness. But we're not. Long story. Well, it sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive and resilient. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easy. There was a pack. Let me know if you have any questions. How's the investigation going? Yeah, we all got friends who need things. But we've also got rules and regulations, and I'm not going to bend them. Your friend can file a request like everyone else. You know, MAST, headquarters of the entire United Colony. Aegis? They're basically UC, and while we're separate, we do Agent Plato this favor, and... Well, just because you're bringing it. As for why, you can ask Aegis. Take care.
Contrary to what you might have heard, UC security personnel are good people. And Sergeant Yumi just happens to be an old friend. Ah, I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying. I've flown across most of the settled systems in all manners of spacecraft, and yet I still get sick. Yes?
Well, look who's back. Everything go all right with the exam? Or did you have some questions? The displays in the orientation...
Right. Got so wound up bringing you on board, I almost forgot.
Oh, I haven't. Come on, John. Let's hear it.
All right. Here's what I've got. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera.
The Sol system.
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old... Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera...
You mean hitting the bars, don't...
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrol. You'll have to ask him, but Vanguard volunteers wouldn't be surprised if he found it off of a pirate or... Yeah, bring a coloring book. You get so used to seeing red, you'll forget what blues and greens look like. It's definitely a lifestyle, burning hill.
Have some questions? So these are your numbers that...
I like the fire, applicant. Let's get into it. So, looking at the data? Checked out a few of the murals. Good. Inquisitive folks tend to do well around here. Psychological results are all within expected levels. Navy doesn't have room for folks that'll fall apart the first time they're trying to outrun a homing missile. Now, how'd you do against your foes? Tier 4. Not too shabby. The techs make us test each level of the sim too. I can tell you that waiver's some real artificial bastards. Good job putting them away.
Hell of a job. I might even let you fly me around sometime.
So then, looking at your results as a whole, and presuming you're successful in completing your probationary mission, you could have your UC citizenship after only 10 years service. Pretty standard for combat assignments. But your performance in the simulator does mean I can offer a signing bonus. Help convince you to join the cause.
10 years might seem like a long time, but it's worth the climb if you wish to become a citizen.
So, sounds to me like we've got Vanguard material on our hands. If you're interested, we could bring you on as a provisional member today. Get you the credits you've earned, then send you out on your probationary mission. First though, all UC service people, provisional or otherwise, are required to swear an oath. So, you want to make this official? Commit yourself to the cause of the colonies?
It's a big decision. John, you're not about to have my compatriot here sign some kind of contract that sells you their grandmother 5 years down the line, are you?
Officer's honor, Sarah. This is honest work for honest credits. So, you ready to do the deed? You're not in the Freestar Collective here. Vanguard keeps its work above board. You want in, you have to do it the same as everyone else. And that starts with the oath. Fantastic. Then just follow me. Wouldn't be right doing this where we couldn't see the skies. Now, raise your right hand. The motto of the Vanguard is Supra et Ultra, above and beyond. That is where we serve. Beyond do you swear to protect and defend and to uphold the values of the Vanguard? Honor, Lord. Then let me be the first. Now, only thing left is getting you that probationary mission. And what I've got is comms repair. Group trying to refer places as isolated as they come. So Brass wants a... So, can the people of Tau Ceti 2... That's the spirit. Head down to the spaceport and talk to Crew Chief Harath. He'll get you the... Oh, and your advance. Give it your all out there. Supra et Ultra.
Excuse me.
I hope you're not here to report something. If you are, it means you've seen far too much. I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of my division. They've got you doing grunt work, Captain. Hardly the reward I'd expect for a member of the Vanguard. Admirable. I bet qualities like that are precisely why you've moved so quickly up the ranks. Oh, it wasn't a compliment. In any case, let me fill you in. We have... So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed. Take the NAT to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi. Just the usual reports from agents in the field. Right now, the information isn't as important as... Good luck with the mission.
Still have questions? Go ahead and ask. Nicely done. It's really hard to find. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign? As am I. And the best part is... Anyway. Ah! If it isn't my favorite, I've got nothing at the moment. It's a lot of work, as always. Well, safety. See you later.
be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay. No bounty.
junction box on the building's exterior. I'm not sure why she knows that. Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems on one of the upper floors. I bet it's related. See if you can get up there.
Watch for the... Keep your eyes open and watch your step, okay? Watch for the engine blast, will ya? They'll bully you. Hey, try and be... It's really not safe for civilians here. Hey, try and be careful, okay? Don't want a ship landing on your head.
All right, let's get this crate into space.
advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done. Enjoy Sidonia.
Might complain about landing here, but I have to admit, there is a sort of hidden beauty to the Martian landscape.
Oh, what a lovely view of the Martian sky. Frankly, I'm a bit surprised to find such a delightful spot in this rather drab city.
Heat leeches in the engine, leeches on the hull, multiple leeches in the grab drive.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what's this going to run?
If there are no other surprises, mid-five figures.
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
Stay away from the sixth circle unless
What do you mean there's no work?
How much money we spent to each night?
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass. It's depressing.
Any spiritual needs you may have.
Mining's fair work. You can't take it all so seriously, I always tell my mates. We're pulling rocks out of the ground, not building spaceships. Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor, mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat. So long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose. Not so bad for one of the oldest mines in the settled systems. We struggle with the lack of decent equipment, but we work hard and make up for it. As I'm sure you know, we're responsible for supplying resources to Deimos star yards. which in turn is responsible for supplying UC naval vessels. That, among other major projects, makes us one of the United Colony's most important mining operations. The prestige and pay that comes with it almost makes up for being stationed at the arse end of the settled systems in the middle of nowhere. Yep, that's me. Joined up with Deimos when I was just 17 as a mining gopher. Go for this, go for that, you know how it is. I worked hard, proved myself capable, and got the promotion to mining director about 6 years ago, after the old boss retired. Some of the older guys resent me, but I give everyone a lot of leeway as long as they meet their quotas. So that keeps them happy enough. Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. Unless... maybe you could help me out with a job. Off the books. Great! I promise it's nothing that'll get anyone in any kind of trouble. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though. Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some ore. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first. When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
It's been a long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sedona.
Detonation occurred.
Used to think
in
I was
5,
Vanguard.
4, 3, 2, 1. Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
I can't imagine being stuck down here gathering rocks for a living. When there's an entire universe to explore. Are you shooting at ghosts now?
All citizens are welcome and encouraged to make use of the Sidonia Community Center on the mid-level for activities of all sorts. Seek a community center representative to plan your event or regular gatherings today.
Okay. I can see you're serious about helping me. Great. Now, the next part is a little trickier. Our Director of Mining Operations, Peter Brennan, fired his last assistant over a month ago. Peter's the only one who can approve the order for new equipment, and unfortunately, he's useless without an assistant. I think I've got a surefire way for you to get that job. Then you, as his assistant, can get him to sign off on the approval. Now hold on, it's not that easy. You'll need to apply for it like anyone else. Head to the Deimos Star Yard's office up in orbit to fill out the application. It's where that job is posted. Come back and see me when you've done that, and we'll talk about how to secure the position for you.
You're jumping through a lot of hoops to get those miners the equipment that they need. Sidonia is an industrial town. The people there tend to be concise.
Caution.
Maybe another?
Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Almost break time.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC Security sticking their noses into. I can probably help you with that. What have you got for me? Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
The Trade Authority turning away contraband. Now I've seen everything.
No, they're right. What they didn't tell you is that I have a self-preservation streak a kilometer wide. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
Well, well. It appears she suddenly remembers everything. How nice.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Wonder where this will all lead. Been a long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system. Okay.
Look, I told you everything I know. Adler's your man. So why are you still...
Can you believe people used to think the nearby mountain was a face
Just
on the
leave
surface
whatever
of Mars?
it is you're selling.
Ridiculous, huh?
Please
It's hard
exercise
not to.
caution near balcony
Most
edges.
visitors can't wait to get off this rock.
Mining? People always ask me what I think about mining. It rocks.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first. You're a clever one, aren't you? Let's just say I have a certain influential affiliation. And leave it at that. Basically, you want that Aurora moved, I'm your guy. Yeah, well, she isn't running the show here. I am.
Well, this is utterly ridiculous. Do we really have to jump through these hoops to get what we need from you?
Lady, if you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. You got that? Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back. What do I need to do here? Write you an instruction manual? You can do this loud, you can do this quiet. I don't care. I just want my goddamn money, and I want this guy to remember who he screwed over. Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Yes?
How goes?
Good, sir. Got cold beers and good atmosphere. Not much more you could ask for. He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea. Believe me, I've heard it. After about round 3 or 4 was all he would talk about. And he's got a voice that carries. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
No, I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
You calling me a liar? I'll throw both of you out of this bar right now.
Oh, please. 2 strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does. Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Fine. Agreed on a discount, right? Let me confirm the amount. Okay, let's talk. Last time he was here, Moera kept yelling about the Lady of Love, singing songs, all that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Plenty. But if I went blabbing them to any rando that walks into my bar, no one would ever tell me anything around here. You don't do this job for 45 years by losing your customers' trust. You're right, because I'm not telling you jack shit. Now, you'd be wise to stick a beer in your mouth and mind your own damn business, because I don't put up with this sort of drama. Everything. I make it a point not to sell crap. We got beer, wine, and spirits. It's my belief that the only booze worth drinking doesn't need to be mixed with something else to taste good. What's your poison? Mm-hmm.
Why are you still here? Get my money from Carl or get out of my face. Oh, I can't believe I need to spell it. You're doing me a favor, and in return, the sooner you learn that,
Yeah, sometimes it feels like the UC forgets we're out here. There'd be no UC if it hadn't been
A friend offered me a nice cushy office job, but I'm making double up.
Not what I'm saying at all. You've got to have at least half your power in your shields.
Something I can help you with? Adler Kemp. Who the heck is that? Adler, you said? Nope. I think you have me mixed up with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been... hey now. Take it easy there. Let me think about that person you mentioned. Adler, was it? Hmm? Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Hmm? Sound good? Yeah? Come on! Give me a break! What the... Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
Perhaps he's already been through enough.
I'm a miner for Deimos. It's not what I was hoping for out of life. But here I am. Yeah, it's a lousy company. It pays me a salary. But I depend on the profit-sharing bonuses to keep food on the table for my family. Hey, now wait a second. Just because things are tough, and I might be spending my afternoons at the Spear, it doesn't mean I don't care about my family. Adler doesn't get to judge me. No, he's just a low-life pirate who thinks he can push everyone around. Ah! No! Get away from me!
Graffiti and other street art is not tolerated per Civilian City Ordinance 5.82. Failure to comply with this ordinance will result in penalties of $5,000 or 100 hours of extra.
something I can help? Hey, slow down. What? Look, I'm tired. Hey now. Oh, I told him I'd... Come on. Look.
Perhaps he's already...
Yeah, it's a lousy... Hey, now, just because things are tough, Adler doesn't get... Oh, what games? Why are you doing... I'd like to think so. Sure. I guess I could ask for a 7-day shift. I don't know. I'm trying to be reasonable here. Please, tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt. I didn't have much of a choice.
The Office of Governor Hurst would like to remind all Sidonian citizens to do their part to keep Sidonia clean.
You got what you wanted. Why can't you just leave me in peace? Huh?
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level, doesn't mean it's...
Hey, careful around the equipment.
Have something for me? Well, would you look at that? He going to be a problem anymore? Nice. You're kind of a natural at this. You know, if you like this kind of work, you think you can handle running with my, If you haven't figured that out by now, then maybe you aren't cut out for our line of work. No. There's no maybe. If you want to join up with us, you have to push every damn chip you've got into the pot. I'm talking all in. So can you handle it, or what? That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Neva Mora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Venus?
Just can't stay away, huh? What the hell do you think I'm going to do with the stuff? I'm going to flip it and make a ton of money. You think Carl's booze addiction was bad? These demos dusty. Honestly, I consider it a public service. What, is he your best buddy now? His debt's been satisfied, and an example's been made. That's all I ever really wanted. Unless he does something stupid. You want to know about Neva, huh? You ever heard of the galactic cannibalism phenomenon? No? See, that's when two galaxies collide, and the bigger one just moves on. Neva Mora
is 10 times worse than that. Don't mess with her. Don't give her any bullshit. Don't try. And whatever you do, you better not betray her, or she will absolutely
Other than that, she's all right.
Let me give you a bit of advice. Don't, because the walls around here have ears, and those ears. Then, when he has to. Does that end? Words of advice. Don't get on Navy's bad side, or she'll make you regret it.
How's the saying go? Show no mercy, leave no quarter? Hey, darling. You look like the type who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty. The Trackers Alliance can always use more bounty hunters to round up and kill wanted criminals. If that feels like your speed, talk to me, or check out our posts on the mission boards. Oh, darling. We're the best. People pay us to find criminals, scum, and other lowlives when they don't want to or can't track them down themselves.
You doing okay? I know it's been a rough week.
I'm feeling
Ugh, should I tell you? What the hell? It got me in trouble, but it's a good story. So, I got a bounty for this guy. Real tough spacer, you know? I find a ship, board without him knowing, and I literally catch him with his pants down, getting ready for the day or something, I don't know. Anyway, before he can react, I tackle him to the ground to cuff him, and he lets off a sly quip thinking he's got game, but I don't take kindly to that kind of advance, see? And well, bounty says alive or dead, so I make the call and I put him down. Anyway, turns out it wasn't the right guy, but this guy was also wanted. What are the odds, right? Well, the Alliance didn't think it was as funny as I did, so now I'm stuck here helping new recruits. So, you're fixing to take yourself on a little bounty hunt. Well, look no further than the Trackers Alliance. Now, look. Mission boards? Yeah, you'll... Trackers Alliance post... Hey, y'all been... Good. If you recall, I'm only stationed here because of a mistake I made. Been bugging me ever since. Now, I heard rumors that this no-good, dirty quarry's been lurking around Mars, but I ain't had the good fortune of him strolling on in here. I got a plan in place to find him, but I gotta prove to my other tracker contact that he's here. That's where you come in. Just gotta plant a sensor. No danger. Ken Placus, smuggler. The worst kind. Deals in all sorts of black market goods. He's wanted for grand theft, human trafficking, murder, you name it. He's also extremely good at what he does. He's eluded the best of UC security for years. He's even slipped by our own trackers, myself included. I'm convinced he set me up to fail, found a lookalike to unwittingly take a fall, made me look bad. So I'm sure you understand it's kinda personal. He doesn't know it, but he's got a chip in him with a unique ID. Part of the reason he's learned to keep out of the major cities and settlements. Trackers always manage to find him when he comes to town, so he just stays away. But he's a slippery fella. That's why I want to send someone to catch him where he feels safe, just along the outskirts. Sensors tuned to that chip. Makes sense now, don't it? Alright, so, you're gonna want to take these... You're gonna want to make sure you've got a boost pack to help get yourself up there, else it's gonna be a tough climb. Mars gravity's on the low side, but not that low. It'll track down my Mark's chip signal, assuming he shows, and I'll call in my partner to take care of him. Clear out and come back to me as soon as you're done so you don't spook the quarry.
use the elevators or stairs to reach the other levels, try to keep them clean.
Deimos Star Yards may be the first major ship manufacturer, but that doesn't mean we haven't kept up with the times. Everything okay, Gilly? You seem a little...
If you notice
Okay,
any of the
if
miners
no one else is
exhibiting
gonna say it,
worrisome
I will.
behavior,
I'm ready to
feel
get
free
out of
to
here
let
and
me
go to
know
the
about
Spear.
I know the Deimos employees here on Mars. I coordinate between Deimos Corpers and Deimos Star Yards. My job is to make sure... We've been contracted with the... It makes sense that we were responsible for some of the major...
One sec. Okay. Yes, Tia? Many people think
I'm just saying
psychology is
I'm
only
done.
good for treating
Going to the
past
Spear.
emotional
Always
trauma.
something to do around
But it's
here.
a great way to prevent it
Okay,
in the first
hello.
place.
I'm looking for work. You hiring?
After today, I could really use it. Let's go. Okay, ladies. Drinks?
Don't have to ask me twice.
Hey there.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't even notice the klaxons anymore.
What a long day.
I swear that warning klaxon still startles me every time.
Take care of your shit. Could end up costing you otherwise.
I don't have any other work right now, so piss off.
My buddy Mitch keeps asking if I can help him out with something, but I just don't have the time.
is starting to pool in my boots. Ugh. We should keep in mind that the owner of this factory might not appreciate trespassers. Don't leave any of that behind.
much longer. zeroing in on anything useful?
got to be something useful out here. The word and we'll get underway.